Let me take a second, because $500,000 is like a really exciting number, it's a really loud number, it's a number to dance to, but $500,000 is hard to get our brain around, because for, like, even for me, we buy stuff in, you know, we're getting DVDs, and it's, okay, this is $10, this is $15, and then it adds up, and it adds up for our 120 hospitals and 110 domestic violence shelters. And so $500,000, like, for you guys to be donating for donation drives, and even when you're chipping in, that added up to $500,000. And there are other charity organizations that spend weeks and months and years trying to get grants for that amount and trying to get the government to provide them with grants, and we don't have grants for that amount. We don't, and that's something that I tell a lot of people, and they go, "What? Wait, you raise how much a year, and you don't have any, like, huge grants that you get?" And I say, our grant is Desert Bus. It's you guys. Like, you guys are the big donation that we get every year. It's the big influx of money, and it's because the chat and the donors all come together, and they say, you know what, I'm going to chip in for this donation drive. I'm going to go for this auction. And we never in the history of the charity have we ever gotten $500,000 from a single source. I don't think maybe we will, but Desert Bus makes it happen, and that's because of you guys, and that's because of you guys. I might cry.
And now it's because of you, Janie.
It is not because of me. Well, I guess I am driving.
Look at that shift total for you right now.
Almost $20,000.
But you, like, it's unreal. Like, yes, thank you. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it became feels time.
It became unexpected feels time. $500,000. Keep my magic girl on. Oh, don't crash the bus. Okay.
Don't lose your head.
Don't crash the bus.
You're awesome.
You're awesome.
That puppy knows what's up.
But, like, $500,000 can do so much good for so many children. Like, so the number that we've sort of come to, and Eric can actually probably talk more to this in chat because he figured out the numbers. $7 is what will fully equip a child in the hospital. $7 will make sure that a kid has access to a console, an iPad, a handheld console, games, and movies.
Wow.
$7. And you guys have raised $500,000 for so many kids. Yay. It's a really big deal, you guys, what you're doing. It's amazing.
I'll hold this side for balance. So we don't just fall over.
Don't crash. Don't crash. I didn't crash the bus during feels.
Oh my gosh.
And it's not just us. You guys have a ton of charity fundraisers throughout.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
your calendar is full.
Our calendar's
of
full
events.
all the time, and even when people just go on our Amazon wish lists and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna send a movie to the hospitals." Like that, those movies go into a library and they get played. I mean, imagine when you're a little kid and you want to watch the same movie 100 times. Now imagine that you're stuck in the hospital. You can't go outside and play. You can't do anything else. Like, I know that I watched, I can't even remember the name. I'll have to ask my mom, but I can remember the song from this one movie when I was little. It will be ingrained in my head forever. And we all have those movies and those shows from when we were little. And people go on our wish lists, or when I use $501,000 to buy things for the kids, they're going to be able, it will let them be kids. And I cannot thank you guys enough for it. I literally cannot thank you enough. I could spend the next 365 days saying thank you every minute, and it would not be enough. You guys are so amazing. Thank you.
That $7 number is really important if you guys are thinking about running your own community event. I know
Yes.
I jump into community events throughout
Absolutely.
the year, just things like Desert Bus, but on a non-50 person scale.
Right.
But yeah, there are people like, oh, I'm sorry, I only raised $200, but $7 is all it takes to equip a kid in
Yeah.
the hospital with all they need.
That is all you need. So if you do, I mean, we have kids that do lemonade stands and raise $50, and I think that their parents think it's like a really sweet gesture and that like, oh, you know, it's a drop in the bucket, but like a drop in the bucket makes such a huge impact here. Like it's not just a drop in the bucket. It's massively helpful because that's not just like, oh, you can get, you know, a sticker sheet for the kids. That is enough to fully equip kids in the hospital, and I'm speechless. Like, you guys are amazing. And after Desert Bus, we see a big influx of people who want to do their own events because they're inspired by you guys, which is amazing. Like the fact that a charity event inspires and more charity events, like it becomes recursive fundraising. Like it's mind-boggling, and I get to tell the rest of the philanthropic world what a cool anomaly we are, and all of those fundraisers that will spawn from being inspired by Desert Bus, even if they raise $15, that is 2 kids that you have changed their lives for the better, and that's good work. It's worth it.
$20,000 shift total.
$20,000!